Thank you for being here. Lois Franco from Florida. Secretary Azar, should the government be allowed to force a woman to have a child?
I don't. Should the government be allowed to force a woman to have a child? We are a pro-life administration, and we certainly don't believe government money should be used to fund abortions.
Should the government be allowed to force a woman to have a child?
We are here at our department following the laws and constitutional restraints implemented by the courts of the United States. I don't have a policy position for you on that. You could have to ask the Attorney General.
I'd hope your position would be no government should be able to force a woman to have a child, but I'll move on. Okay. Would you agree that a frequent consequence of unattended pregnancy could be abortion?
I think it would depend on the culture and the legal environment in which one is operating.
Are you aware of any research there's a lot of research that shows that consequences of unattended pregnancies often lead to abortion?
I think we all share the goal of decreasing unwanted pregnancies and decreasing teen pregnancies. I think we all actually share that goal. The question becomes whether programs that claim to be evidence-based are in fact evidence-based, and where does the evidence point us in terms of reducing teen pregnancy?
So well, since you brought up the question of teen pregnancy, you would be aware that teen pregnancy is the #1 reason that teenage girls drop out of school.
And the teen pregnancy program, we don't believe is evidence-based and actually leading to a reduction in teen pregnancy.
Well, you don't have any teen pregnancy program, do you?
Well, we'd be happy to work with you if there's one that would actually provide good results. The one that we have right now that we've proposed eliminating, the Obama administration's own data showed that in 37 funded and evaluated products, 73 either had a neutral or negative effect on teen pregnancy, including encouraging unprotected sex, becoming pregnant, or encouraging teenagers to become more likely to have sex.
Well, if a teen is active sexually, don't you think that if they don't have access to safe birth control, it would most likely lead to an unintended pregnancy?
Well, that's why this administration is fully supportive of the Title X program for comprehensive family planning services, and have fully funded Title X at a flat level, even in an environment where we're making significant cuts across other programs.
Thank you. I'm glad we're talking about Title X now. Title X, if I understand it, offers cancer screening, STD testing, birth control, other services that cover and support women's health. Abortion is not covered by Title X. Is that correct?
It should not be.
Well, it is not. And I want to ask you a question. You have a new rule that you're now going to. The current law requires financial separation, correct, between a service provider providing an abortion and these other health services that I just mentioned.
The regulation that we are now implementing requires financial separation.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this. Can you give me any example where money has been misused under Title X for any of the Title X providers using federal money for abortion? You have one example for me?
So 10 of Title X's 96 grantees are Planned Parenthood organizations, and one of the common complaints raised by folks who are opposed to our Title X rule is they claim that if you require the fiscal and physical separation of abortion services from Title X, that you will cause those other services to go away. Almost by definition, in making that argument, one concedes that we have been subsidizing the abortion enterprise by the lack of appropriate fiscal and physical separation.
I'm going to reclaim my time to have you please just answer my question. Do you have any evidence, any facts to show that any current Title X provider is using Title X money to perform an abortion?
I'd have to get back to you in writing on that.
Well, I'll tell you your answer. Your answer is no. You would agree then that with a physical separation, that is going to actually require providers of if a provider of Title X provides general health services and also either does counseling or referral to abortion or performs abortion, that if you also now require physical separation, that is going to require a new building, rent, and some extra expenses for that provider. Is that correct?
Exactly.
And exactly your intention is to drive Planned Parenthood out of business.
Not
Isn't
at
that
all.
your-
Not at all. Planned Parenthood may comply with these rules, but exactly the point you just made, we are currently inappropriately subsidizing infrastructure, physical plant, and staffing of abortion services, which we believe is in violation of what you in Congress have put in the Title X provision to not provide funding to support abortion as a method of family planning.
Well, just with all due respect, I think my time is running out. I would respectfully request that you bring to us any evidence, any fact showing that a Title X provider has misused funds and used it for abortion. And I await your evidence. And I yield back.